Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Gunstar Heroes! In the last episode, we beat Captain Orange, and we got our third gem, and now it's time to go to Black's Dice Fortress and get the fourth one. So let's go ahead and do that. Black has built a silly dice maze. Go! And it's a good thing we have Lightning Chaser, because it'll allow us to take care of some of these enemies to some extent. Whenever I reach a bottomless pit, I want to make sure I stop firing, so that way I can do a double jump, so that way I can fly over everything. And then when we get to this guy, I want to make sure that when any new enemies show up, I stop firing the Lightning Chaser so I can take them out. And I also want to avoid the machine gun fire from this mini-boss as well. Also, I want to, like, not be thrown. That'd be great. And I also don't feel like grabbing the fireball thing, unfortunately. So now that we got even more soldiers showing up, we can destroy this guy. There'll be another guy showing up here. There he is. Get off of me. And we want to make sure we get rid of that guy in gray, so that way we can get into the dice maze. We're now finally inside the dice palace. We are now inside the dice game itself. Throw the die. To do that, just walk up to it, press B in conjunction with any direction you want, and you can get it either 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3 signifies how many spaces you're going to move. And I just landed on Pavillion, and all I really have to do is just fire Lightning Chaser at this thing and just stay away from it altogether. So the number that you see at the very front of the die, when you throw it, that's how many spaces you're going to go. Like, right now it says we have 2. So we have to look at the very front of the die, not the top. We got 3. There are plenty of boss fights. I'm not going to be able to cover them all here, maybe in another video, if I play this in another difficulty. And some of these areas aren't battles at all, but rather, ow. I didn't want to do that. Oh, come on. I did not even practice this maze at all. So you can tell that I'm having trouble with this. Obviously, you have to press B to hit these things so you can switch between which walls are down. And you can also dive into them to do that, but the fact you can also dive into them to hit them is also a problem in and of itself. I'm obviously not going to make it here, because I've never done this. And unfortunately, I just get sent back to where I was last at, I think. Oh, I just cleared anyway. Okay. I thought you got penalized for it, but I guess not. And here's a minion soldier. Obviously a tiny soldier, but he's a lot stronger than you would expect him to be. Definitely want to wall jump and dive away from him. And if this guy could just stop running! There we go. I can actually get some shots in on him. Yeah, he will jump rather high. He will shoot explosive shots. He can split into multiple clones like this. Get off! There's that explosive shot that I was just talking about. Good grief. But yeah, tiny shoulder, pretty fast, can actually hurt you. Don't underestimate it. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we now have a pit. Obviously. We want to shoot at these faces here, and it's better off if I just shoot at the faces using regular lightning while avoiding the balls, avoiding the wall that just goes up and down like this. This shouldn't be too much trouble. thankfully. Pretty easy boss, just don't give yourself a hard time. Don't use any homing weapons, unless you have double chaser, of course. And you shouldn't have too much trouble. Alright, had that one figured out. Alright, time to throw the die again. What do we get this time? Alright, we get take an item. There are 3 spaces on the dice maze where you can grab an item. You can also replenish health here, and if you get to the 3rd and last one, you can replenish your health twice and give yourself 30 vitality. So there is that. And there is a space with a no gun symbol on it, and I'm hoping I can... I wanted to avoid it, game. Thankfully, I know what to do. This boss is known as Korean Rice. And he's famous because you have to fight him without your gun. Basically, when he approaches you, you want to dive at him. And avoid getting smacked. Which is easier said than done. Basically, as soon as he starts... Stop! As soon as he starts approaching... And you definitely don't want to do that when he's somersaulting. Basically, you want to keep diving into him like I'm doing. Don't use your fist. Don't press the B button and use your fist, because that will actually cause more harm than good. Thank you. I wanted to survive that. Now I have to make sure I don't land on the stolen Crossbones tile near the end, because that will send me all the way back to the start if I do. And that will give me this, another fight. Okay. Super Gondola. Obviously, we need to destroy things. Just avoid being shot at, avoid falling into holes in the wall. Or the floor, rather. This is easy with the lightning chaser, thankfully. Since all you really have to do is just try not to, you know, have anything run into you, and there you go. I'm making this look dead easy because I have lightning chaser, lightning plus chaser, and because I'm playing on normal difficulty, but even then I'm still having a bit of a time here. And please don't give me a 2. Okay. I will definitely take that. This is what I was talking about. Because I reached the last room, I can refill my health twice. Which is awesome. And now we can just leave the room to exit. As long as I don't get a 1, I should be okay. I don't want a 1. What's it gonna be here? I didn't want a 1. I didn't want a 1! Game! Now I have to fight even more enemies. Great. Thanks! Okay. Timur. Interesting boss. Below the boss's health is this number that counts up to 10. And when it goes up to 10, everything that just happened, all this stuff that you had to avoid, and the explosions you had to avoid, you now have to avoid in reverse. Time goes in reverse until it goes down to 0, and then once you destroy this thing, you're done. Alright. Don't want this. Because I cleared it, I get to throw again. 1, 2, 3. So I get another fight here, unfortunately. And we get to destroy this thing. I do want to destroy these things. I do want to destroy the... No. I do want to destroy the boxes first because one of them gives you health. And once you destroy this thing and get rid of all of his hit points, you'll get a time bonus based on how much time you have left. The leftmost block in that battle gives you some health, so make sure you destroy it first. and it's a good thing that the skull and crossbones thing is no longer there, because that means I don't have to... Oh, come on. Well, there's only so many fights I can have. But because I landed the skull and crossbones thing, I don't have to worry about getting it ever again. And here, I just need to dive and wall jump. And slide through the soldiers with down and C. And I can get to the goal pretty darn easily. Not really all that hard. Okay. Oh, I do get a 1. Now, can I get a 3? Okay. Well, I can get a 2. That's cool enough. I get almost every battle in here, so that's pretty cool. And Vortex Base. Destroy the core. Watch where everything goes. As you shoot at something. There's a thing. No, I don't want to shoot at the fireball. I want to shoot at that. Need to watch where everything is. Why did I do that? And just destroy this thing at the bottom here, and we should be good. I did a little worse than I probably should have, but I seem to have lucked out at the same time. It's kind of weird. Alright. What do I need next? If I can get a 1 or a 3, I'll be kind of happy with myself. Oh, good grief. A Barimbu Gel. This guy will stand in place, then he'll jump forward and drop a little bomb with a face on it. You want to be ready to slide under it when it's in the air and then jump over the bomb. And that's not exactly how I wanted to do it, but I'll take it. Also, I think that slide did damage, so that was cool. Alright, I just now have a clear shot to the boss now, so I can just fight black. And it doesn't really matter what I land on, because I can't get sent back. Okay. We've completed the Dice Palace, and there's a cow in the background. I'm not sure if you're aware of that cow in the background. But now we got black. He's got 4 attacks. He's got the red fireball. He's got the blue bombs, the green cutter, and the yellow laser. When you see all 4 spaces of a color glow, you want to stay away from them. Also, he throws a die of his own to signify where how many times he himself will move forward. That was the yellow laser there. I just wanted to stay away from the yellow parts. And when the green ones flash, you want to stay away from the green cutter. There's a red fireball. Want to stay out of the path of the fireball. And when the blue ones flash, are going to throw out bombs. You want to stay away from all the bombs. It's a good thing I ducked under all that. And let's see here. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Can I shoot at black, please? Okay, good. Yeah, he'll walk in a in a clockwise direction around all around the walls in this room. And you just have to avoid all the attacks and just keep shooting at him. And when you beat him, he throws a gem. Stay away from it, it explodes. No. Shoot at him to get the real one. And from there... Uh-oh. Well, we gotta talk to Professor to free him. And while we were away, the Empire came and kidnapped Yellow, so now we gotta rescue her. Something tells me they want the gems in exchange for yellow. Hey, what'd I tell ya? And of course, we have to get to him alive if we want to save yellow in the first place. We may be going into a trap, but we're going to have to save yellow. And that will have to wait until the next video. From here on out, we're on rails. Join me next time where we take the fight to the Empire and hopefully try to save yellow. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!